Man, you gotta love Discord intro noises. Hello, hi, it's me again. You may notice that my mic isn't absolutely shit this time. Uh, I don't know what that was about. That mic sucked. No, honestly, sometimes I get in these little phases where I think this one thing is funny, and granted, it is kind of funny as a one-time thing. But if I'm gonna make this as like a little diary for my little doggy diary, I'm not gonna make every single video unbearable. you know. Uh, I don't really have a plan on what I want to talk about today. I just know it's a new year. I'm actually 11 days into the year, and it's already been more productive than last year. Um, Only by like the condensity, density. That's the word I'm looking for of the things that I have done already. Um, let's do the classic text on screen. Nope, not motivation this time, buddy. We're gonna say new year. Yeah, I have a new mechanical keyboard. Got the KZZI or KZ, I think is how you pronounce it. K75 Pro, I believe is what it's called. Absolutely love it. It sounds great. I prefer clicky keys. I might get different switches, but whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. I am noticing that I am kind of stuck, frozen, highlighted. I'm not getting very good. What is happening? Is Discord broken? Perhaps it might be. Let me try something. Great. Absolutely great. What is going on? Anyways, uh the I do want to just update people. I got a promotion at my job. I'm very happy with that. Um couldn't possibly, be upset about it. There's the possibility that I'm going to work a lot. But it is kind of what it is. I guess we'll take what we can get. I'll be making more money. I'll be able to afford rent. uh, Life will be good. I'm I literally pretty much got a 50% pay raise. Of my previous pay, which is great. I'm excited about it. What are some other things I'm excited about this year? I don't want to reveal too much, but for the one person that might watch this video, um, sure, I might reveal a little bit. So one thing is I'm saving up for an electric drum set. I've wanted a decent hobby that doesn't include, making videos or doing really anything online. And I've always wanted to be a musical old doggy dude. But my singing skills are not great. I have practiced for a bit over a year. Not consistently, but a lot of times when I'm listening to music, I'll try to sing it and match the notes as best I can, which doesn't help because I listen to a fuck ton of Radiohead and you just cannot match Tom York's notes. It's impossible. Like, my falsettos aren't great. uh, they sound good in my head when I'm listening to the music really, really loud, but I'm not gonna lie, if I ever record that shit and I listen to it, it sounds like a dying animal. Which, maybe I am. Maybe I'm slowly dying. Who knows? Um, but yeah, I've wanted to get into some kind of musical thing. Guitars are always really painful, and I do not have the finger dexterity, much to the dismay of many, many people that I do not have sexual relations with. Um, I could not play guitar. It is not for me. I love it. I think it sounds beautiful. One of, probably my favorite instrument of all. But I just realized one day that, like, a lot of times when I'm listening to music, and I listen to music fucking, like, more than anything that I ever do, um, I just have this natural rhythm, probably because I listen to so much music. I could just keep a good rhythm very easily. And I just started beating on my desk and shit, trying to mimic playing drums. And I realized, like, hey, maybe I could do this. So I started watching actual drummers, and I was looking at like what positions they were in, and the different positions they would be in when they're drumming. Right hand on a hat or whatever, left hand crossing that, and they're just trying to match a pattern. So I tried to do that, and I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. Let me see if it's possible, and I do it. Um, I'm a little rough with my left hand, but that's something you can improve. So I decided, fuck it. I'll save up a little bit each week and I'll eventually buy a drum set. So that's going to be something I'm interested in doing this year. Hopefully, I can keep that hobby. I've got a spare room to put the kid in. I'm excited. Um, I also want to talk about YouTube. You know, my YouTube activity is kind of on and off. Like, occasionally I'll make a video, rarely. That one time I made several videos, but they were not very edited, um, arguably not very watchable. I still enjoy them because they're like memories for me. That's the whole reason I make videos. I struggle to remember things. Like I forgot entire hangouts. You know, like I've got pretty much VODs essentially, where I've just recorded entire hangouts with friends, and I go back through my videos and I see those, and I'm like, what the fuck? That happened. So when I make these videos and I put them on YouTube in some way, whether it be the VOD channel or just me making a short little gaming montage with the friends, that's very nice for me. That is something I enjoy, and my pursuit this year is to make those videos entertaining for myself and other people. Because if I want to keep them as a memory, and that's my enjoyment of doing it, I might as well put a little bit more effort into it in terms of trying to make it funny because I like making people laugh. And then maybe other people will like them too. Maybe they'll watch them. Maybe something happens. I highly doubt it. It's very hard, and especially in this ecosystem of YouTube today, it is very unlikely. If I'm not devoting myself to it and watching trends and making something clickable and all that shit, it's just not gonna happen. I've watched close friends of mine fail most of the time at this thing, and it's very depressing. This was my dream job, to make videos, and it just doesn't work out. And it has been soul crushing to watch YouTube kind of become what it is today. When I was growing up and watching YouTube, it wasn't like this. I would watch fucking Markiplier, just turn on a video camera and turn on the fucking Let's Play and then just play it. Like, I watched every goddamn episode of the Subnautica series. I didn't have internet at home, so at school, during my STEM class, because we had a teacher that didn't really do anything, we just kind of sat there and gamed the whole time, which was fine by me. I mean, maybe the STEM, lessons would have helped me if I had had them, but they didn't, and they were not there. So I started playing games like Factorio in class with the friends. We would all hook up the computers together and we all played. It was fucking sick. But I would always like download cracked games, put them on a flash drive, and take them home. And on YouTube, like I found out how to YouTube download back in the olden days. I would download videos, put them on my flash drive, take them home and watch them. I downloaded every fucking episode of the Subnautica Let's Play, and I binged that shit. And it's not like that anymore. Granted, Markiplier was already big at the time. Like, it wasn't necessarily like he was growing then. He was still growing, but he wasn't becoming a big YouTuber. He was already one of the greats at that time. Roughly 2014, 15, maybe 16. I don't know. He had pink hair. I don't remember which era that was. So, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to fucking do it. I want to get to a level where I feel like I can make something entertaining and I don't suffer to make edits. I don't get lazy mid video and just kind of make cuts and that's it. Like, I've got a couple really, really phenomenal editor friends, and they are just so fucking inspiring to me. And I want to be on that skill. It's something that I'm very interested in, and I just never put the effort in. And I've learned that there are techniques I can do to make this easier on me. You can make effect presets, for example. Something I didn't even know about until maybe a couple weeks ago. And then I learned that they were called effect presets yesterday. That's something I want to do. So that's it on the video front. I want to get to a point where I can be happy with making edited videos and be able to do it consistently. Because if I can do that, that's great. Finding time to record videos and making sure that the footage is cool and funny and, capable of being made into a video, then sure, I would do that. That is something to work on as well. I feel like sometimes I'm low energy. I'm not always feeling very hyper funny, haha, you know? Sometimes I just hang out with friends, and that's great too. I still save those VODs and keep them for myself. So, the big, uh, the big one is streaming, because I've mostly been a streamer in the past. 2020 was pretty great in terms of that, because I believe that's when I started on Simp Live, which was an SMP Live knockoff, if you don't know. And it was great. I met a lot of people through that. It was so fun. That was like the best collaborative thing that I've ever been a part of. And that started my entire streaming adventures. After that, I did a couple things on my own, but I kind of quit streaming for a while. Came back again at some point, maybe 2021, maybe. No, I think it might have been early 2022. Yeah, it was early 2022. I got a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. That was fun as hell. I had this brilliant idea of trying to make incentives for people um, to basically do the things they had to do for the sponsorship. You know, sign up, play Raid, whatever. And we maxed out that fucking sponsorship. I made an entire, like, I think $320 from the sponsorship, and then I got $100 from Twitch from donos. I was so fucking proud of myself. I had never even imagined that I could do that. And I wasn't even like, this was after I fell off, dog. Like I wasn't completely falling off. I think I'm definitely at a lower point now in terms of recognition in my friend groups. Um, but you know, that was fun. I was excited about that. I did a few things in the loud era of Nin. Those were, albeit very annoying, and I could never think about looking back at that or ever doing it again. I had so much fun at that point. I was making these cool little things for myself. Like I had these ideas that were just fucking bizarre. Like I got my friend Toyu's mods and put them in Minecraft, whatever his Minecraft mods, and I just played it. I tried to genuinely play it, but Twitch could also summon things by donating. So we ended up with some fucked scenarios because I didn't know how to set it up. Where someone donated once, a tier 1, I believe, and it summoned a fuck ton of withers, and everything just like it exploded my eardrums. I was playing fucking loud ass music, like not loud like you probably are thinking about. Think louder than that. Think like maxing out, making sure everything is clipping, like actual dog shit music. And then I had in OBS myself, I had fucking everything with a gain filter on it. Everything was just fucking loud. That was the whole, it was loud equals funny moment. And while I did think that was funny in certain context, like the very first video I made, the speedrun parody video, the speedrunner, you know, Minecraft speedrunner parody, that was funny for 5 minutes. Doing it for several hours is not funny. um, that era kind of died, but I really love making those chaotic events. I love that chaotic energy. That's something that I love and I still love. And what I really want to do is bring that chaotic energy to my friends and my fellow streamers. So, what I want to do is rather than stream those things myself and get no viewers, no traction, and kind of just waste my time on it, I want to make events in that style, not with the loud shit, don't worry. I want to make events in that style where I create this chaotic challenge or just some unbearable way to play a game and make friends play it. And I am still debating how my side of the thing will go. I think I will still stream it myself, but everybody else will stream it as well. That's why I'm primarily going to streamers about it. And I will stream probably like a commentary where I'll show their perspectives and maybe I'll interview them, something like that. I want to, I just want to do something fun for my friends. That is all I care about. When I had my Minecraft server back in 2020, I had probably the most fun I've ever had in my life. I really look back on that very fondly. We would just get on and play, and it never was supposed to be anything, but it just turned out amazing. An old friend of mine, we were in different cults, I guess I can call them. We had the Fox Den and we had the SDR, Satanic or Dictatorship of Romeo. And somehow we ended up in a war. It's a little foggy in my memory. I could write it out and then I would understand and remember it, but thinking about it on the fly is a bit different. Um, I know I think I started a war because people were leaving my. You know what? Maybe I was the bad guy all along. And not, the guys that were literally named Satanic Dictatorship. Maybe I was the bad guy. Because when people were leaving my community and going to their cult, I'm going to call it, because they're still, that's what they are. Let's be real. 4 years later, I'm not changing my damn mind. But when they started leaving, I started a war. Because, no, people are abandoning me. My abandonment issues. But I'm glad that it happened that way because some really fucking funny moments came out. And I would like to talk more about them later on and kind of reminisce because I don't think that I've ever like made like a video and showed many people about it. I've messaged people, I've talked about it. It's clearly something that means a lot to me. But one moment that I really really love is when I stole their beloved horse, Abdul Karim. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but who fucking cares? Um, I stole their beloved horse, rode it all the way back to my base, and in my base was one of the prime members of the Satanic Dictatorship of Romeo. I walk right by them, talk to them. We are like right next to each other, messages and chat and shit. I'm on the fucking horse. Then I ride it. So I remember this now, is the horse wouldn't fit through the door of my little base inside the fox den. So I had to get off the horse. I leashed it to a fence post right outside my house. And took me probably like 30 seconds. It felt a lot longer than it was because the members of the fucking SDR were right outside. I cut a hole in the side of my house where the door was so I could ride the horse through. So they had ample opportunity to realize that was the fucking horse. Then I took it into my bunker and hid it. So then eventually, the main guy, the big boss of SDR, shows up and we have a meeting and I'm like, hey, I don't know where your damn horse is. And between you and me, the horse was under the floor where we were having the fucking meeting. It was literally 2 blocks below. So he wasn't very happy with this, and he set a trap chest in that bunker, a TNT trapped chest mind you. And when I come in, like, probably the next day, I don't know when it happened, but I went and I opened the fucking chest, and it blew up the bunker, and no shit, literally 2 blocks away from the blast radius was the fucking horse. I don't remember how I revealed it to him, but I just think that's fucking hilarious. Shit like that, just for, like, a friend group, not for content or anything, that is the feeling I want to achieve again. I want to give that kind of shit to my friends. And, sure, I want to be a content creator someday. Will it ever happen? I highly doubt it. But the thing that I want is that feeling of doing funny shit that just doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, how do you not see the fucking horse, you absolute dumbass? I just want that again. And I have wanted that for years now. I've wanted it so bad that I'm doing like an insane project to bring those memories back to myself, and I don't really even want to reveal too much of it, but I just want that so much. So that's what I want to achieve, and I'm gonna start it this year. My plan is to do around 3 events, maybe more, probably less. 3 events, and I'm gonna find all my streamer friends, which I have a decent amount of now. Thanks to, meeting friends through friends and everybody streams. I'm so fortunate to have that kind of community. So I just want to do this. That is what this year is focused towards. There's other things like I said, drumming is going to be my hobby that's not related to anything else. I'm going to do that in my free time. Like, I listen to a lot of music. I imagine that playing along with it and learning an instrument is going to be beneficial to my overall health. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be learning good money saving habits. I'm going to become financially stable. Like I said, I got this promotion. I've got the extra money. I should be able to manage that. And if I can't, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Um, I want to make more of these Ninlog videos as well. I think that it's good for me to kind of say that shit, say it, get it out of my head, put it out there. Nobody's going to watch it, but I don't care. I can also look back on these and remember what I was thinking. I still have a recording of the very first video I ever made that never ended up getting uploaded, where I just played like this shitty mobile game, which is honestly a really good mobile game. I just never got into it, to give it credit. I think it was called Soul Knight or something like that. I played that and just talked about mental health stuff, but rewatching it now, I didn't know shit about mental health. Like at that point in time, I was a pretty shitty person. Like I didn't know any better, but I had really bad habits. And now I'm very glad I never uploaded that video. But these ones I am uploading, but I'm a lot more cautious about the things that I'm saying. So hopefully I don't regret any of it. There are sirens outside my house. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I live in a brutalistic society right now. I don't think that means what I think it means. Um, anyways, so to recap, drumming is a hobby. I want to get better at editing. I want to get closer to the level of editing that my friends have, but I'm not going to reach that this year. I just want to get decent enough to consistently start doing it. Streaming events, 3 of them is the goal. I don't know if I'll hit that one. It's a scary one. That's one of the secret goals. I want to keep practicing my vocals. I'm obviously not going to demonstrate right now, but eventually I want to. And it's something I'm very nervous about. I'm very shy about it. Anytime that I have, like, mysteriously uploaded a bit of my vocals, I take it down immediately. That shit was shit. And it will continue to be shit. But I just haven't figured that out yet. And it's something that I do want to work on. I want to make music someday. And that may be very far in the future, but it is something I intend to do in my life. It's one of my big goals. I keep getting sidetracked. This ADHD shit sucks. I would like to get ADHD medication, but I don't foresee that happening this year. Maybe that'll be a 2025 thing. Granted, I do think it's going to be necessary to continue working at my job, especially with the new promotion and new responsibilities. If I want to consistently make content, it's going to be a necessity. And I have heard nightmares about ADHD medication. I think someone that I work with was like abusing Adderall. They called it like legal meth, and I don't intend to try meth, so we'll see. I do want to start that podcast, by the way, the mental health comedy podcast. I don't know if that's what it'll turn out to be. I kind of just want to talk to friends, I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe there'll be mental health stuff. I mean, that was kind of always the plan. Just talk with friends, joke around. But I don't know if it'll be as organized as I originally planned. I do want to get together with a couple friends, record an episode or two. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. What else? Oh yeah, I want to meet new people this year. I mean, obviously I do it every year, but I want to make an effort to meet as many strangers on the internet as I possibly can, and I just kind of keep throwing shit at the wall. See which ones of them are great. Maybe I meet some really cool people. I feel like connections are one of the most important things you can have. Connecting with people opens up a lot of opportunities. Like, I would have never started streaming if I didn't meet a couple friends in the past, It's something I just never dreamed I could do. But there it goes. And now with these events that I could probably do, I can only do them because I have streamer friends. So meeting new people, that's a big goal of mine. Oh, yeah, this is a small goal. I want to get faster at typing. I want to get, actually decent at typing and not, use my index finger on the fucking backspace. My form is terrible. But now to have a good mechanical keyboard that feels great to type on, I feel no reason to still be a shitty typer. I'm capped out at 70 words per minute because of my sloppy typing. So I'm practicing my touch typing, my good old home row finger placement. My goal is 100 words per minute. I think it's possible. So I'm kind of forcing myself to use my proper typing technique nowadays, and I'll get better at it. So by the end of the year, I'm hoping for 100 word per minute. I think it's gonna be cool. I really don't know what else to say. I don't think I have any more actual things that I plan on doing this year. I wanted to keep it realistic. Like, obviously, lose weight is always going to be on my list, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of hard to do. Like, boo hoo, I got to do stuff to get stuff done. Anyways, my internet just fucking went out. Great. Perfect. I was going to check my resolutions list, but it is on Discord, and Discord is dead. And also, my. Hold on, that means my little guy is gonna die too. No. Hey, well. See ya.